Hi Libra, welcome to Beauty Soul Tarot. I hope you're doing well. This reading it can resonate with any placement that you have in the sign of Libra. So if you have Libra in the fifth house, this could also apply to that location. And the energies can reverse. So even if I'm talking about you, I could be talking about someone else. All right, so Libra, we're using the Muse Tarot. What is going on with Libra? We have the Page of Voices. So there's someone that you are communicating with. There's something about someone that you're communicating with. Let's see what else here. Libra. You might be getting ready for an interview of some kind, or getting ready. Libra. You're kind of impatient, or there's impatience about this. The Devil. The Temperance. Oh my goodness. I feel like you feel exposed. Yeah, there's something about you that feels exposed. I don't necessarily like this energy. It can be good or it can be bad with the devil or the devil showing up here. I feel like there's something about your energy that's like taking charge, but it feels abrupt. So it feels like it's sudden. So whatever is going on here has to do with communication. So I feel like the communication or the way that your demeanor is sudden. There's something about it that's very creative, actually. It just may be that you feel a bit exposed because of it. I think there's something very creative about what it is that you're doing. There's a certain demeanor that you're coming across as, which is interesting. Also, there's something balancing or something like about timing and about communication that you feel is overdone, or it's done a certain way. I feel like though it doesn't actually have to be uncomfortable. I feel like this is coming through as a style of yours, like a certain style of communication you're realizing has something to do with time and the way time works. It's like when you try it on again, it's different. However, this just does seem quite abrupt. So it's like you're changing up your style, is what seems to be going on. The style of music you listen to as well, this could also be that. I feel like I heard haters. And they're in this location up here. They're saying you're not doing it right, or it's not that way. This could be reversed as well, but I feel like there's confidence to what you're doing. Like you don't have a question about what it is that you're doing. I think there's just something about timing where you're kind of nervous about it. You're like, is that what I saw? Yeah, there's another thing about what you see that is interesting. This could have to do with something spiritual, or this could have to do with a time, like there's a timing on something. and you're debating it. I feel like you're getting ready for something. Let's see. Libra. You're like, I didn't know that's when it happened. Two of inspiration. So you're waiting. You are getting, like, I feel like you're, now I get the feeling that this is more like you embracing yourself. You're getting into this place where you're embracing your qualities, your darker nature. Yeah, and now this comes up as something about style or something about the way that you do something that has an edge to it. You're like, what do you have to say about this? And it seems like even though that's the nervousness was the case, it feels like you're overcoming it. It's just part of it. But it feels a bit abrasive, but still you're like overcoming it somehow. And then it's wanting me to look at, like, it's saying, like, take a look at what the door is back there. What do you see? And it has to do with other people. No, it doesn't have to do with other people. I just heard you're checking out your options, like you're checking out your competition of something in something. Yeah, and then the two of inspirations are your options. It feels like there's a way of communication or a message that's delivered that just feels like it could go one way or another. If this is like a game, you're checking your competition though, for sure. What else? Yeah, I even imagine you saying, like, they don't have anything on me. They don't have anything on me, but you're seeing this as a possibility, and it has to do with timing. Page of inspiration, more communication. Yeah, you're sliding somewhere. You're sliding. You could be showing off or showing off. Yeah, you could be showing off in some way. There's like something is crisscrossing or something goes in two different ways. So with the page of inspiration and the page of voices, this is a colorful style that you have. And there's something about being mindful of overdoing something. Like someone saying, no, like just be careful right there, be careful. There's a sense of exposure in some way. Or also there's another thing about, it's not so much about being careful as it is, it's just you being like a little bit out there, but nothing to be concerned about. You're like, yeah. You're just like, this is how it is. 10 of materials. 10 of materials. What is this? Yeah. This is something that you're being seen, like you're being seen as. This is something that has a lot of experience behind it. There's people that are very important. This is about your family or your job or about something else because the tree is kind of standing out. So this could be something creative. I keep getting this feeling like, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Either way, you're still coming in confidently. I'm hearing this is about something else. Do you feel uncomfortable about something? You have to be careful, is what I'm getting. Because this is important, is what I'm hearing. But I feel like you're okay. I feel like a lot of this is like intimidation and that you're actually just fine. You're kind of like, I've heard this before. Nine of Voices. You're stressed about this going in the wrong direction in some way. You might feel like it's chaotic in the way that you're expressing yourself. But this is just like a fear. It's nothing that I'm hearing, it's something else. So you're okay. Nine of Voices. This is something that's bringing some stress, but it feels like it is. Now, this feels like a good card to me. It feels like now what's happening is you're understanding the situation differently and you're taking charge of it despite the discomfort of the situation. There's something about time and something about something more divinely orchestrated or more creatively or divinely orchestrated that you are focused on. Something that you could potentially see as dreamlike or powerful. I imagine someone getting kind of embarrassed. Like there's an embarrassing situation. But then there's two sides, so it's not that embarrassing. Because the way that she's looking is kind of like it's okay, so something could be done kind of fast, like fast paced. And there's something about the way she's looking, like the girl in the middle, the way she's looking at the situation that says, this isn't that serious or it's okay. And I'm hearing this is something that could be stressful, but it's not something that you can't manage or that you can't get through. So with that said, Libra, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful and I hope to see you soon.